Hello guys, my name is Mark from jazzguitarlessons.net, back again with you for a quick and dirty vlog. Compared to last time, I think I shaved this time at least, so off the cuff, not prepared. I just have things to tell you about jam sessions. And one of the things, the structure of this little bit of a vlog is, number one, I want to tell you what to expect, especially if you've never been to a proper jazz jam session. Then I can help you out with the common pitfalls, so things to avoid, or we all need to learn under fire. So there's just trial by fire. You can't avoid it, but maybe you'll avoid making a fool of yourself or not. Sometimes we need that. And number three, I'll give you some tips and pointers to get prepared. So let's get going. Right in. What to expect. How does this work? And I'm going to speak from personal experience. Playing a lot in Montreal, going out at jams, and also for a guy that's been booed off stage as a beginner and been vibed a lot by sax players and drummers. And also I've been to several jams where I would say I became respected, and then I've hosted several jams myself. I'll give an example which I don't believe is running anymore because of this COVID thing, but also because of Tom passed. It was at Grumpy's. It was a Grumpy's in Montreal on downtown. It was a McGill student jam. And what you can expect, all right, let's put it this way. There's a house band, and the house band is typically comprised of 3 to 5 or 6 musicians. In this case, I'm talking about Tom. It was a guitar trio, so guitar, bass, and drums, all right? These guys are going to go on and play a full set. Typically, they say start at 9, and they wind up starting to play at 10:15 p.m. That's just how life is. And they will play sometimes like 30, 45 an hour, depending on how much you have fun. The songs they play standards, typically, Stella by Starlight, whatever. If the guys have been playing together for a while, they might shoot some original stuff or stuff they've worked on to prepare for a recording or gig, but typically they'll play this set. So they call it the opening set. And then this guy, please, you might hear some crying. I told you in several vlogs I became a dad recently, so that's life. Isn't it lovely too? Can you hear that? Probably not. The house band plays the first set. Then they say we're going to go on break for 15 minutes. Don't be surprised. What to expect is that the guys will not take a 15-minute smoke break. They will drink 2 pints and smoke 4 cigarettes and etc. And you will see the band leader. So in the house band, there's always someone who represents. So often it might be the guitar player, it might be the sax player, but there's a band leader. The band leader during the break will go around to organize the groups for playing. If you've never been, so I'll give advice later on, but if we can get out of this COVID and we can start going out again, that might come in handy. So be in the room, be prepared to introduce yourself. You have your instruments. Do you want to play? Yes, no. What do you want to play, etc. So the band leader will make an effort to create groups that are consistent. Don't be surprised. Sometimes they will match singers with the most experienced musicians, because singers will go, I don't play that song. I don't play it in my key, so you will wind up playing There'll Never Be Another You in G flat, or I don't know, or A flat, which is nuts, but that's likely to happen. So just trust that the band leader is doing his best to match with bands. So the house band performs a set, then there's a break, then the jam begins. Typically the jam will begin with one song by the house band. Depending on the format, you might get the house band performing, say, with a singer or a friend. Say, we're going to invite Bob to play, and then now we've got out of the way, we'll start the actual jam. That's what you should expect when you come into a jam. Then I'll get to the common pitfalls, which is the second thing I wanted to tell you. Pitfalls, and then we'll get into what I recommend so you get prepared. The common pitfalls are as follows. It goes hand in hand with the preparation, but blanking out. So the pitfalls is, what do you want to play? I don't know. What do you want to play, right? Or a pitfall would be saying yes to a song that you barely know to perform, because often it's like, well, you can't really bring your real book on stage, right? It's like you have to play. That's a rule of the game. That's really hard. So pitfalls. Number one, I would say getting intimidated, which used to happen to me a lot, and it relates more to personality, I guess, than it relates to actual skills. You You can be a confident person and say, well, I confidently tell you that I'm at X level of being a beginner. I didn't have that, and I really felt ashamed. I felt like I made a fool of myself often. And I think some band leaders feed on that energy and will like even go deeper as to make you feel bad, which is just very normal. So the pitfalls, don't take it personally if someone does that. People have done that to me and then apologized a few years later saying, oh, it didn't really go so well at home and I had my divorce. So I'm sorry if I was mean to you. And that will happen. So people are mean to you. It shouldn't be that way, but that's like the jazz thing. It's normal if it happens. Don't take it personally. Keep going to the jam and you will, as you come out, you will experience better and better things. All right. So pitfall, don't get intimidated. Pitfall, don't bring a real book on the bandstand. Pitfall, guitarists being out of tune. I saw a guy more than once come in and they had a rehearsal for his metal band before and he's tuned in drop D and now doesn't tune before playing the song. Tune up. We got these clips. Tune, it's easy, and make sure everyone's on the same page. Pitfalls. Lack of communication. It has to be clear who does what. Okay? So you agree on the song, you agree on the key, you agree on the tempo, and you agree on solos. Like, okay, there's going to be 3 people who take solos. If you have a piano player, you have to agree who's going to play chords. You can't always play chords at the same time. So pitfalls for guitarist tuning, pitfall for guitarists playing chords at the same time as the piano player, and pitfalls for guitarists playing too loud, playing too many chords. You can be very obnoxious as a guitarist because of this amp. You can just crank it up and just everybody, it's way too loud. So be mindful of that, all right? Pitfalls, playing too much or playing too many songs. So let me just transition slowly into what I recommend you prepare. I recommend you prepare a list of tunes that you will be ready to perform and understand. So the part of the preparation is understand you might get up on stage and play one tune and then you're off. Go up, play, all right, we agree, whatever. And then the guys say, oh, we really want to do that one. You're like, I don't know that one. I'm sorry, sit it out. That's the polite thing to do instead of, in English, you say overstaying your welcome, right? So do not do that. It's just not polite and it's not cool. You're trying to make friends, right? Back to pitfalls. Communication is key even when you're playing. Make eye contact. Look at the guys and agree, oh, you're done your solo. Okay, it's my turn. All right. This goes such a long way because I see a lot of this. As funny as it may seem, you see these college kids, they go to jams, they don't even look at each other. They're looking at a fake book or their phone for the chord chart, and then someone's like, oh, he's too loud. It's like, don't do that. Just be friendly, and you're there to have fun. And I mean, it's not a stadium performance. You're not recording for a Grammy. You're just playing at a jam, right? Chill out. It's okay. That's I wish I knew part 3, right? I wish I knew, I could tell that my younger self, but whatever. So prepare. Understand you're going to play one tune, maybe. Perhaps you're going to play 2. And then that's it. If you stay long enough and you realize, the drummer is out and he's getting drunk and it's 2 a.m. It's like, oh, can I play another song? Maybe they'll let you come back on stage. But just assume you're going to play 1 song, maybe 2. Prepare a list of songs, I would say at least 10, that you can present to your bandmates. So just go, I would like to play this. So say, maybe you have 3 in mind. Be mindful. That's another pitfall. The sax player might go, what do you want to play? And as soon as the words come out of your mouth, I want to play Have You Met Miss Jones? You're not Finny Jones. And say, no, I don't want to play that one. He had this card. Look, no, just like this is a method of intimidation. The person will say no to the first one you say no matter what, just to establish dominance. I know it's not fun, but that's life, all right? You can't expect people to grow, whatever, so you do your thing, keep positive, and you have 2 or 3 you want to play. Always prepare, be sure you're able to play blues in common keys like F and B flat. For jazz, F, C, and B flat maybe. Have 2 or 3 songs you are ready to play, that you're eager to play, and have a list of 10 that you're prepared, all right? You're prepared to play that. Meaning, if someone calls it, you're not going to miss a chord change, you're not going to miss whatever, you know it enough to play it from memory in 1 key. So that's a preparation. What else? yes, I'm going back and forth between expectation, pitfalls, and advice, and preparation. But one thing that will happen, that does happen, is that there's few bass players. All right, so sometimes a band will have to take a break because the bass player is just tired because playing bass. So you'll have the house band. Maybe you'll have one guy out, one or two bass players. They come in, they play their songs, they go home, and then the house band, the player is like, I can't do it, man. So there might be more breaks. Don't take it personally. It's normal. And sometimes you'll wind up not even playing. But the trick, one of the best preparation, is go often. You can scout the jam session. Go, listen, sit down, don't talk to anybody. Next time, have a drink, talk to the band leader. Say, yeah, I play guitar a little bit and I'm taking these lessons from this crazy guy, Marc, online, and then say, next time I'll bring my guitar. And then the third time, you bring your guitar, and maybe you don't even play, but at least you have it. And then next time you make friends, and like, oh, I met this cool trombone player. He wants to play Summertime, and we want to do it in A minor. What do you think? And then maybe you can prepare something. So, being open, communicating, preparing your tunes, preparing what you're about to do, and just, don't have really high expectations. It's just a really good learning experience. It makes you see parts of yourself that maybe you wouldn't have in any other way. And also, maybe one last note. I told you for guitars, don't comp like mad, like super loud and with a lot of chords, especially if there's a piano player. But also, don't play super long solos. Personally, as a younger guy, like in my 20s, I was, I'm mid-30s right now, but in my 20s, I was the kind to just play enough of a solo so it would stand as a solo, and then leave it at that. I'm like, I'm not here to just chops. I'm not a shredder. I'm not just going to try to impress you guys with my stuff. So I did my thing, and that's it. And sometimes some of the bandmates said, oh man, you were started. I was sure you were going to stretch out and just go for it. I'm like, yeah, I do that when I rehearse, or it's my jam, or it's my gig. I will, balls to the wall, go for it. But sometimes it's best just to be polite and go, I think I made my point with the short story. Speaking of which, I've been talking here, 12 minutes? So maybe I'll let you go. But the point is, make a concise statement, get inspired by the others, see how it fits in the bigger scheme, do your solo, do your comping, and then always introduce yourself, shake hands. Personally, that's the best advice. When I got on stage, pre-COVID, 2005, 2006, right? Shake hands with everybody. Hey man, drummer, hey, nice to meet you, Bob. Charlie, sax player, okay, that's cool. Okay, what do you want to play? Establish the vibe. You don't need to lead, but at least you can be super friendly. I'm going to do my thing. Thanks for being here, right? And when you finish, do the same thing. If you can thank everybody, it really helps. And go see at least the band leader and go, hey, Steve, whatever, thanks for letting me play. It's an awesome jam. I'll see you next week, or not, whatever. Sometimes you make friends. Sometimes someone will grab a beer with you. Sometimes they will grab your phone number because they want you on their next gig or record. I don't know. That's how you make friends. Yeah, I really needed to shoot that video on YouTube to tell you guys how to make friends. Being the loner I am in my studio right now. All right, that's it. On that note, I'm Marc from jazzguitarlessons.net. If you guys want to get prepared to go at jams, this is exactly what I do my students, by the way. So feel free to book a call. No commitment, free of charge, just to see if I can come up with a custom plan for your playing so you get ready to play jams. Go see the description or go to nextlevel.jazzguitarlessons.net. Other than that, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, share, like, whatever, and I will see you soon on jazzguitarlessons.net/blog. Way more lessons. And of course, as always, we say, improve your jazz guitar playing with a real teacher. Or sometimes I get emails, students saying, improve your jazz guitar teaching with a real student. Either way, I'm fine with this. I'll see you next time, guys. Take care.